Welcome back to BikeBeat. Today we're diving into the 2025 Honda ADV 160, a machine that Honda calls an adventure scooter. That might sound like a contradiction at first. Scooters are supposed to be easy, convenient, and made for smooth city streets, while adventure bikes are built to tackle rough roads and long distances. But Honda has managed to carve out an interesting space in between those categories, and the ADV 160 is proof. It's designed for commuters who want a little more style, confidence, and versatility from their ride, without sacrificing the practicality that makes scooters so popular. The ADV 160's heart is a 156.9 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled, single-cylinder, 4-stroke engine. It's built with Honda's ESP Plus technology, which stands for Enhanced Smart Power. This isn't just a buzzword, it means the engine is optimized for smooth power delivery, fuel efficiency, and lower emissions. Riders who have spent time on the previous ADV 150 will notice the bump and displacement here, and while it doesn't suddenly turn this scooter into a speed machine, it does give you a little extra torque and better mid-range performance. Paired with Honda's V-Matic automatic transmission, you get the classic twist-and-go operation that makes scooters so stress-free in heavy traffic. In everyday use, the ADV 160 feels light on its feet. It takes off briskly from a standstill, handles stop-and-go traffic without fuss, and has enough in reserve for overtaking when you need to. On long flat roads, it cruises comfortably, though if you're pushing toward the higher end of the speedometer for extended periods, you'll be reminded that this is still a 160 cubic centimeters scooter. Top speed is respectable, but it's best suited for city commutes, suburban errands, and short hops on the highway rather than cross-country runs. Honda has also done a great job balancing performance with efficiency. Thanks to the liquid cooling and fuel injection, the ADV 160 sips fuel rather than gulps it, and owners can expect excellent mileage, particularly in urban riding where scooters shine. Maintenance is straightforward, service intervals are friendly, and Honda's global reputation for reliability means you can expect this scooter to keep running with minimal headaches. Suspension is a big part of what separates this scooter from the rest. At the front, you get a 31mm telescopic fork from Showa. At the rear, twin Showa shocks handle the bumps. Compared to more basic scooters, this setup gives the ADV 160 a noticeably more confident feel over potholes, speed bumps, or uneven asphalt. With a bit more suspension travel and slightly higher ground clearance, it feels like it's ready to take on rougher backstreets, gravel patches, or even unpaved shortcuts that other scooters would struggle with. The wheels play a crucial role here too. You've got a 14-inch wheel up front and a 13-inch wheel at the rear, wrapped in wider tires than most scooters in this class. That combination provides stability and grip, even when the surface isn't perfect. Braking comes from a 240mm disc at the front with ABS, and a 130mm drum at the rear. The front ABS is an excellent safety addition, especially if you're riding in wet conditions or you hit an unexpected patch of gravel. A rear disc would have been a nice touch, but for most riders, the setup works reliably and keeps costs manageable. Another point worth noting is the riding posture. The ADV 160 has a seat height of just over 30 inches, which is tall for a scooter. That translates into a more commanding riding position, with wide handlebars and an upright stance. It feels more like sitting on a small adventure motorcycle than a step-through commuter. You get a clear view of traffic, your wrists and shoulders stay relaxed, and the extra height helps when navigating busy urban streets. The downside is that shorter riders may find it trickier to plant both feet flat on the ground at stops, and the weight, around 294 pounds wet, requires a bit more confidence to push around when parked. Design is where the ADV 160 really sets itself apart. Instead of the rounded, friendly lines of a typical scooter, this one has angular, aggressive bodywork inspired by adventure bikes. The plastics are rugged and purposeful, and the compact windscreen adds both style and function, reducing buffeting at speed. The lighting is fully LED, sharp and modern, improving both visibility and the overall aesthetic. At launch, Honda offers two colors, pearl blue, which is bold and eye-catching, and matte black metallic, which gives a stealthier, urban look. Either way, the ADV 160 stands out instantly as something different from the crowd of small scooters. Honda has also ensured the scooter stays practical. You've got around 30 liters of under-seat storage, enough for a helmet, a backpack, or a grocery run. Up front, smaller compartments handle your phone, wallet, or gloves. The digital display is easy to read, with clear graphics for speed, fuel, and trip information. It's not overcomplicated, but it looks premium and gets the job done. Technology on the ADV 160 is another highlight. Honda's selectable torque control, essentially traction control, comes standard. On a small scooter, this might seem unnecessary at first, but once you ride on wet city streets or sandy patches of road, you'll appreciate the extra safety net. ABS on the front brake, full LED lighting, and Honda's smart key system all add up to a scooter that feels more advanced than much of its competition. With the smart key, you can start the scooter, open the fuel cap, and unlock the seat without ever taking the key fob out of your pocket. Comfort has been carefully considered as well. The seat is wide and supportive for both rider and passenger, making longer commutes more pleasant. The upright posture reduces fatigue, and the suspension smooths out most of the road's imperfections. Pillion passengers get their own grab rails and a reasonable amount of space, so two-up riding is more than just an afterthought. For riders who use their scooter as daily transport, these details matter a lot. When it comes to pricing, the ADV 160 hits a sweet spot. In the US, the 2025 model is listed at around $4,449. In Pakistan, it's priced near PKR $764,830. That's not the cheapest scooter in the lineup, but it's also not prohibitively expensive for what it offers. Considering you're getting premium suspension, traction control, LED lighting, and adventure-inspired styling, the value is strong. What makes the ADV 160 unique is that combination of everyday practicality with adventurous flair. Most scooters in this class are strictly built for the city, with low seat heights, soft suspensions, and plain styling. The ADV 160 breaks that mold. It's a scooter that looks and feels tougher, can handle more varied conditions, and gives you the confidence to go beyond smooth asphalt. For riders who want something different without jumping to a much larger and heavier maxi scooter, this is an attractive alternative. Of course, there are trade-offs. The engine is strong for commuting, but long-distance highway riders may want more displacement. The tall seat and higher weight might be intimidating for new or shorter riders. And while the drum rear brake works, a disc would have rounded out the package more nicely. But these are relatively minor complaints in what is otherwise a very balanced and well-thought-out scooter. So who is the ADV 160 for? It's perfect for city commuters who want more than just basic transportation. It's for riders who like the rugged look of adventure bikes but don't want the size, cost, or complexity. It's for those who occasionally take routes with rougher roads or want to ride out of the city on weekends without worrying about every bump in the road. And it's for people who value modern safety and convenience features in a stylish, reliable package. Thanks for tuning in to BikeBeat. Let us know in the comments what you think of Honda's adventure scooter. Is this the kind of machine you'd like to commute on? Or do you prefer sticking to traditional scooters or motorcycles? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth reviews of the latest two-wheeled machines. Until next time, ride safe and enjoy the road.